people might like to see the collection of vintage kind of goods and also other goods. So I'm going to pop back in through the day because I've got about, I think maybe 7 parcels due to arrive today of things that I get in. Some for like the vintage stuff, sometimes I will use. Other times it's for kits. It's because I can't resist it. I've got new fabrics arriving, I think from Ruby Star Society, from Moda. I've got cottons and needles arriving. I've got glue pens and stuff like that arriving. What else have I got arriving for the shop? Not sure, but I'm going to show you the vintage stuff because it's quite pretty. So I'm going to do like a little haul video. So I get my vintage from a variety of different places. I scour shops, I get people that come into my shop, I buy from Marketplace, Marketplace being Facebook Marketplace, I buy from Etsy, I buy from eBay, I buy from resellers online, or not resellers, finders online. I'm not even sure if they're resellers, but I have price points that I'm happy to pay for things. Sometimes for myself, I'm happy to pay an awful lot more if it's something that I just need to have for myself. And sometimes I'm super surprised by how beautiful the things are. And other times I'm like, I wish I hadn't spent my money on that. So I'm just like you, if this is what you were doing, don't feel that I've got some secret kind of special charms. Okay, so first thing I got is this lovely large white tablecloth, and so I think there are initials on it. It's an A obviously, but it's got bits and pieces. It's quite big hand embroidery. Just thought that could be lovely in needle books, or perhaps, look, I don't even know what it'd be beautiful in. It would just be beautiful. And this was the bit that I really liked of it. So those, I don't know, those berries and the leaves, very cute. So it's quite big. I would say it is 1.2 by 1.2 meters. So 1¼ yards square, and I picked that off Marketplace. And then the next beautiful little doilies. So I use these. These are in exquisite kind of, sorry that you're showing the back, exquisite condition. They're starched and just in really good nick. I bought these from eBay from a seller that had some really, really expensive stuff and some stuff that was really good value. So, you've got to look. I really like these. Sorry, I'm always looking over there because that's how I can see. I need to be looking. Oh no, I don't even know how to do this properly. I really like these bits, and I think they'd be fantastic in a needle book, or perhaps a stitched work, or just, some of those pouches that I'm liking to make at the moment. So all of these doilies are from the same eBay seller. And that was an eBay seller that was in Australia. So I think the post overall was $4. It was untracked. But so that doesn't, then it doesn't make it too expensive to, it doesn't add on that cost to it. I've never seen one like this. I really liked it. I thought that cut up, these flowers could be amazing in something. So I just really like that. Can't even tell what's the front and the back. Also starched just beautifully. Look at this, just beautiful. So these are all very white, but not, like, they're vintage. They're not white that looks yucky. And I'll show you something that is white that doesn't look great. They're just pretty. I don't know. Two lovely things. Look at the fine lace work on this. So normally this kind of thing would be flopping around, but these are starched. I don't know how they've been kept like this. They're just stunning. So 2 of those. Here's something that I bought. I didn't like it when I opened it. I bought it straight away. It was on Facebook Marketplace, I think. And I immediately wanted it because of the green and the neon pink. And I think the scale of it threw me. And now it's growing on me. You might hate it. It's quite a fine cotton, but not like, so it is like you can see through there, but it's not terrible or anything. Like with the see-through, it's kind of maybe, it's not as soft as a Liberty lawn, but I'd say it's a lawn. And it's like super 70s with that neon pink. It's growing on me a lot. But when I opened it the first time, I was just like, what a waste of money. But now I don't think so at all. I do love the green. I think some of this fussy cut would be really cool. But I've got enough of this that I could back a quilt with it. I've got, I think, 9 meters of it. So some might arrive in the shop. I think it's a lot, I don't know. It's an interesting fabric. The colors are just amazing. Okay. Now we have a lot that has come from, oh, hang on 2 secs. I'm going to come back. Sorry, had to do something. So the next lot of fabrics are from, I bought them from the UK, and it was over Instagram, I think. It was a seller on Instagram, and even with the post that I paid, which was a lot, I think it was 80 Australian dollars in post. I think these items were definitely worth it. Now, you've seen me soak and clean items, but sometimes I won't because the patina on them is just too good. Very fine doily, really marked up, but just divine. So these shapes are really useful in lots of things. This is definitely staying with me. This is the front of it. So, oops, look at the work on the center of that. That is just amazing. And the lace, it's cotton vintage lace around the edge. Just love it. And a couple of bits like this that maybe didn't get included in whatever they were cut for. I'm not sure, or maybe cut out of something. That would be cute in needle books. I probably wouldn't use that in a quilt, just it's too big like a cut area there. And there's a couple of those. This is a little pillowcase, very cute little, like, look at the little covered, oh, excuse my nails, let me hide those. Look at the little covered, it's not a covered button. They have made that button. It is just ridiculously cute. And one of them is, oh, so here we can see how they've made it, because this one's fallen apart. See, it's like threadbare there. But so this is just a little cushion cover, pretty like very fine, almost like a lawn, and pretty cut or drawn thread work. Very sweet. That button though. I would say this is silk, a little silk hanky. The lace on that is just divine. So I'm using those. I don't have one here, like right next to me, but in needle books and things, I think they look amazing in those. Little tray cloth. Just seeing the back of it. Holes over here. Gorgeous. Just love it. A few more of those. I think that's my thread. Another one of these lovely doilies. 3. So there's 3 of these. It's beautiful, kind of bone, like cream with marks. You can see the marks. I might soak that one actually, because that's not gonna, like, it'll still be beautiful. I might. So, interestingly, I love this stain. Not so keen on that stain. That looks like coffee spill or something like that. Whereas this one just looks like, I don't know, some beautiful vintage piece of linen that's been aside. Like, this is just gorgeous in so many, would be beautiful in so many ways. And the lady that I bought them from was selling in bundles, and I bought this bundle. Like, so I love all of that, especially those little hankies, but this is what I bought it for. So there's a few meters at least, maybe 3, of this gorgeous, actually, I'm not sure which is the front and the back work. It's been cut out of something. It's just so pretty. Like, this will be gorgeous in so many things that I'm liking to make at the moment. So that was one bundle. I've got a workman here today doing some stuff, and I think he needs me. I'll be back again. Okay, I'm back. A lovely little toaster cover. This was a second bundle from the same seller. Bit marked up, might soak that. Love the embroidery. This will be very cute in something. This is a surprise because it was just folded up and I could only see a quarter of it, like a corner, not a quarter. But beautiful linen tablecloth with marks, just doesn't matter to me. I think this is just stunning. Lots of different florals in there. Beautiful in the Gosling quilt, like cut up. It'd be the whole of one of those big hexies in there, but just very sweet. And then, you know, like this little work here as well. Cute as. Okay, so that's gorgeous. Same bundle. This was in the same bundle. This one makes me smile. I probably, like, I'll use the linen, but I probably will just use it for the linen. It says it's going to be back to front for you. It says undies on it, which just is hilarious. Like, I do not have a small ass by any stretch of the thing, but who's got undies that they're this big? That is insane. Maybe it's like from so long ago that they were like pantaloons or something. Beautiful toaster cover. Love that one. Double-sided, so yeah, lots of work, lots of beautiful embroidery out of that. I'm not sure what this is. Is that a tea towel? That is way too nice to wash dishes with. So when I look at something like this, I don't love this design overall. I do love this and I do love that. I'm not a big fan of red roses. I like the yellow daisies in there. I like the lilacs. So I pick and choose. And then I also will use all these like hemmed corners with the drawn thread work because they're just so cute and they look so good in like needle books. How many needle books can I have? But also, I don't know. There's something about it at the moment. It's just really the connection to past makers, the workmanship, the admiration that I have for the people that have made these or the women that have made them, amazing. So in that same bundle, I don't know what this is. Is it a table runner? Maybe a table runner. This is fantastic. Look at these. Look how good some of that will be in just all the things. All the things. It'd be amazing in a dress, in like that dress that I have that's been made out of those. Okay, onto a whole another bundle. I got 4 bundles from this lady. So this is just that Battenberg kind of lace, which I don't mind, but it's not my favorite. I do like the color of this. It's very kind of vintagey. This is cute. Little tray cloth, but the lace on that, just very sweet. Would be very beautiful as the base of like an artwork where, you know, you have some collage over it, or fabric, like, or embroidery patchwork, as I think I'm just going to call mine. Like this pink one, also a tray cloth, quite like that edging there. This would be very sweet, like a little bit of it cut and coming out of a needle book, because it's just cute. This is, I'm not sure what it was because it was attached here, and it's like it's folded over like a cushion cover, but it's got no kind of closure there. Very beautiful embroidery work. I especially love, of course, the daisies up here, like with those big French knots. They're very cute. And it's a really lovely slubby linen, which is pretty good. And in that, oh no, there's a couple more from in the bundle. Maybe not, maybe in the other bundle. So this is quite a large tablecloth. It needs a soak because it's a little bit stinky. It says on it 100%, excuse me, baum wool, which I Googled, and is 100% cotton in German. So it's from Germany, I would say. It's got Lily of the Valley. Is that Lily of the Valley? The little flower. I quite like it. It's quite white. But it's not an awful white. I still got the awful white to show you. So got that. And I think this is the last bundle, and this is my favorite of the bundles. This is really lovely. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure what kind of work that is. It's just pretty. This is funny. Well, not funny. It says, upside down, and it'll be back to front for you. It says carver on it, and it's got a knife. Well, there's the knife, and there's the fork. So maybe you put your turkey or your roast on there, and you carved it up. I don't know. That sounds very fancy to me. Because there'd be just juices or gravy running everywhere. This is very sweet. This is like, I would say, you've got the front, a child's christening dress. So this bit, and it's been cut up. So out of this, I would be able to use, see this little thread across the top? That would be a great tie on something. There's some very sweet edging that's been done, like a tiny handkerchief edged by hand. This, obviously, you'd be able to use, which is gorgeous. I love the seam in here, like, because, see, there's a row of hand stitching on it, just gorgeous. And long dress, and then at the bottom, which is why I think it's a christening dress, some more beautiful work in places, in a couple of places, and just that gorgeous handkerchief edge. That's so pretty. Look at that. Where's it? Yeah, just gorgeous. Now, this is my absolute favorite. You're probably, well, I hope you're thinking, oh my gosh, this is an amazing haul, because that's what I think. But this tablecloth is just ridiculous. So it is big. It has got some beautiful bits and pieces in the center, like this will be lovely and things. I'm going to cut this up, so sorry. Look at the edging on this. It's just divine. And it's massive, this tablecloth. I would say, so probably actually big enough for like a dining table. So maybe 2 by 1.5 or 3 by 1.5 even. But it's just beautiful. So that was my haul from, where did I get it from? Instagram, a seller on Instagram from the UK. And then I've got 2 more things to show you. So that I don't end with something gross. Not gross, it's not gross. I'm going to tea dye it. So this is going to be my first, let's put put you like that so you get a better view there. I'm going to tea dye it because, look at it, it's like fluorescent white. Now, it was sold to me as vintage lace on a vintage kind of Facebook group. It's really pretty in terms of the design. It's wide and it would make great pockets in needle books, etc. But it is like that purpley kind of white. You can see it kind of. So I am going to have a go at tea dyeing something because I'm not going to use it like this, and I wouldn't be including it in kits, but it may turn out quite beautiful once we tea dye it. Okay, and the last thing. So somebody, I know who it was, Craftapalooza, sent me this out of the blue she didn't give me the thing. She sent me a listing on eBay of a box of vintage lace. How cute is that? This is one of my favorites because it's quite nice and fine. Anyway, so I kind of watched it and then I bid on it, and it was late at night. It was finishing maybe at like 11:30 at night, and I bid the wrong amount on it. I bid $74,000. I think I wanted to bid $74, and I won it, surprisingly. But I said to my husband, lucky it didn't go. I think it went for like, I can't even remember what it went for. Maybe 80 plus post and stuff. But I just bid it $74,000 on something and I've won it. And he was just like, can you get out of that? Like, you can't, like, what? We don't have $74,000. And I said, no, I have to pay 80 or whatever dollars it was. But I accidentally bid that, so I could have gone crazy. And he was just like having a heart attack next to me because he was thinking that I'd bought something for $74,000, some vintage fabrics, which I probably would consider worthwhile. He not so much. It's lovely lace. This one's very sweet. So I haven't gone through and measured how wide these are. I really like this one. Just a tiny bit. Like, they're very sweet. Just have different bits and pieces. Look at this. Lovely. This one's, it's nice. It's cute. But I will maybe tea dye that at the same time as tea dyeing the other one. Look at that. It's like a double-sided, I don't know what you would have used that for. Maybe as a collar or something. I like how dirty it is. Like, it's not dirty. I just like the patina on it. A couple more. This one's lovely. It would have had ribbon through it. Quite like that. It's like a, I'm not sure what you'd call it. This one's very lovely. It's like a cotton, very fine vintage lace. They normally say that they're from France when you see something like that. I'm not sure if that's from France, but it's nice. I really like this one. There's only a very tiny bit of that. Cute. This one's lovely. Now, this is a surprise that I really like this. I don't know what it is. A cording edging. It kind of reminds me a bit of rickrack, but I think it'd be really cool on things. It would kind of give, you know, a different element to it. It's a bigger lace. I like when you've got these like circles in them. I'm not sure if you're a crocheter, you know what that is, but I don't know what that is. Lovely fine little lace. So this one's white, but it's a nice white. It's not, I don't know, cheap looking. Another bit of this one. These are cute. So these are all from the same box. This one's very lovely. Just a tiny bit of that. Sweet. Nice. This little brown braid. Also cool. Try a little bit more. Oh. More. A little bit of ribbon lace. I won't probably use that. And a little bit of this. So this is interesting to me. These are probably, most people would think they were quite similar. I don't really need to look at my boobs there. That one I don't like. That one I do like. It's the extra drawn, or like the holes in it that change. But like, you know, everybody has a different opinion about what is perfect for them. But like, it's interesting to me. Very similar. One I like, one I don't like. That's the workman with our vacuum on. I'm going to come back. So we're back. Not all my deliveries have arrived today, which I find a little annoying, but it's not all about vintage here. Got some new bolts for the shop as well. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Lovely low volume. Would actually look very lovely with vintage fabric. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4 that came from My Summer House by Bunny Hill Designs, Motor Fabrics. So really pretty, a nice spot. So together, don't worry about me being attacked by the fabrics. They look like so. I actually think these would be really lovely. There's a little bit, this spot here is, I'm not sure if that's showing up very well on the camera. It's kind of a French blue, like a light French blue with that little spot in there the same. So a gingham, a light kind of blue gingham would be really lovely with those. And I think I ordered that to come, and I'm having trouble with some of my suppliers at the moment where, you know, you order things and part of it comes and part of it doesn't. And for a retailer, like we've chosen those for a reason, like because they go together, or because it gives, you know, a nice palette to work with. And if it doesn't all turn up, that can be a bit of an issue. I also received this beautiful one. Where am I meant to be looking? Over here. From Ruby Star Society. And this is from the Meadow Star collection. So there's this one, which, does it say what color it is? It does not. It's like a soft black. You can see it against my dress kind of there, which is a black base. It's like a soft black. This one I love. This will be really nice with, what will it be nice with? Oh, the new kitchen window wovens that just came in. Same print, different colorway, apricot and pink and orange. Same range, Meadow Star. And then this lovely flower. I love, like, you know I love a daisy. I can't go past this kind of thing. There, I ordered another one to go with that as well, which was a low volume with like bits and pieces on it. It was not what everybody would call a low volume. I would definitely call it a low volume. On top of that, I received some more Metla threads, some more needles, hardly any. Apparently I've got the last of them and the supplier doesn't have them. So not only the wholesale doesn't have them, the supplier to the wholesaler doesn't have them. So I don't know, that might be the last threads I have for a little while, which is a bit difficult. I got the little ones, the 200 meter spools and the 800 meter spools as well. So that's all that's arrived. Some beautiful new stuff, lots of lovely vintage stuff. I've already got stuff soaking that I didn't like the smell of or thought could do with a wash. Some of them were in Great Nick, like I showed you those. And I've got tea dyeing happening. Now, I've never tea dyed before, so I have just got a bucket with some tea. I brewed some tea in a bucket, and it's now, I've got that lace that I thought kind of had that purpley tinge on it, and I didn't like. I do like the lace, I didn't like the colour. So hopefully when it's tea dyed, it's more my cup of tea. So funny. And that's where we're at. So I might come back and show, I don't know, I'll probably finish this video actually. Thank you for being here. I hope you like looking at what I've got for the shot. Sorry, I keep moving the camera at the second. Oh, when I had my lunch today, I was talking with my husband about like some of the problems I have as a small business. So I make lots of bundles of beautiful fabrics, especially for the quilts, and just for color, like the colors sometimes. So if you're after a color for your stash or whatever, and I made up lots of them for Gosling, and they sold out super quick, which was amazing. But so I'm making some more, and I think I've got the Liberty coming from all the way from England, the green Liberty that I use, the Betsy, in my triangle points of that Gosling quilt. But I get requests all the time for, can you make me this bundle? Can you make me that bundle? Lots of people are really, really like, whenever you get to it, or can you put me down for that bundle or whatever. But sometimes people just don't seem to understand what's involved in cutting a bundle on top of running the shop, because we're cutting down fabrics normally into 1/8, sometimes into 16ths, sometimes into fat quarters, lots of cutting, lots of curating into a look that we like, making sure we take that product offline, like all the stuff that we're cutting offline so it doesn't get bought and we've cut it down into small little bits, folding it, photographing it, listing it. And so when we make the bundles, if you want the bundle, please buy the bundle and know that we're working really hard. And I was telling Sean about how when I started, and I like all of that is my job, right? That's my job to do. But it can't just happen. Like it takes way more than one day to make a quilt pull, especially around working in the shop and all the other things that go on with the shop. It's not like there's no customers and we're not filling orders and we're just only doing the bundle in one day. We're doing all the other things around that. But when I first started the shop, I had said to my husband that, you know, I don't think people realize how much goes into a bundle. Like we don't charge at SewBe. We charge you what the bundle costs us. So we don't charge you for that curation. We don't charge you to, like, and neither should we. This is we're just putting the fabric together for you to help you make something beautiful. But I know sometimes people think that there is a fee added, but there's no fee. And I said to my husband, oh, you know, it's so much work. And he said, well, what makes you think that just because you've bought in a fabric and you think it's beautiful that somebody should buy that? That's what you're doing. You're selling it, like, you know, you're selling it to somebody. You're showing them how they can use it and what it would be beautiful with. And I was like, right, yeah. And then Lucy, like maybe 6 months later, like I don't think she was even working for me at the time. And she's been there almost since the start, since I had the physical shop. But she came in one day and said, oh, I had this really bad dream last night when I woke up so cross. I don't think people realize how much goes into making these bundles. And I said, you're having the same thought that I had, where Sean said to me, you know, that's your job. And she was like, but I do think that people perhaps aren't aware of, for any quilt, like not just for us, for any shop that's doing this kind of curation of stuff, it takes some time. So if you want it and we've got it, buy it. And I can assure you, I know from my shop, but from other shops that I've been in and I've taught at and all those things, everybody's working as hard as they can to bring you those curations as quickly as possible and giving their slant. Like the bundles I make are ones that I would love. A different shop will have what they're bringing to the party. And I've just been thinking a little bit about that recently, because I know sometimes people can get a little bit funny about other people or success that other people are having, or they think, I don't even know what they think, but I think there's room for all of us. If we all bring something to the table, we should all be confident that there is room for us. And for quilters and for crafters or for makers with vintage product, the more of us there are supplying you with ideas and kind of curations of things and, patterns and kits and all those kind of things, the better. Like for you, for us, for people sewing in the world. So I'm going to end it there. Happy stitching. I've had a little bit of rant, sorry. Hope you like what I've got. You'll probably see it coming into the shop. This stuff, all the new stuff, quicker than the old stuff, because the old stuff is getting cleaned, and also I don't just sell it, like I put it together, and that's what I'm bringing to those things. Happy stitching. I can't work out, I'm filming on the iPad, not the phone, where I'm meant to be looking. So I hope I've looked at you at some point. See you later.